Got a bomb I want to play for you. Calling Dr. Casey by John D. Loudermilk. But don't get fooled by this. John D. Loudermilk is one of the most distinguished songwriters ever. He just never had a real big hit as a singer. He signed with the Columbia record label around 1958. Can't read my chicken scratch. I believe it was 1958. I wrote 1985. I believe it's supposed to be 58. And nothing really happened there. RCA record label, though, in 1961 had some minor hits. There was Roadhog. Thou Shalt Not Steal. I didn't know he wrote that record. That was a hit for Dick and Dee Dee back in 1964. They were the same duo who did The Mountains High back in 1960-61. I didn't know he wrote Thou Shalt Not Steal. And of course, Calling Dr. Casey off the RCA record label, that went to number 83. That's it. On Billboard's Hot 100 for 3 weeks. A bomb. Gosh, dog it, though. But still, this guy... Wikipedia's printed out a whole list of songs that this guy's written. I wrote some of them down. Angela Jones by Johnny Ferguson, one of the most beautiful records ever. I got to talk about that record on down the road sometime. That was back in 1961. Just hits the spot. Just a tender love record. I'm not into love songs, but man, I get into some of these records, these old school records like Angela Jones. He also wrote Ebony Eyes, the Everly Brothers. Big hit for the Everly Brothers. Oh man, Sue Thompson. The singer Sue Thompson, Norman in Sad Movies Make Me Cry, he wrote that. He wrote that. He also wrote Talk Back, Trembling Lips, Shaky Legs, Don't Just Stand There by Johnny Tillotson. Wrote Whoa, Waterloo by Stonewall Jackson back in 1958. That was a brilliant record. Torture by Chris Jensen. That was a one-hit wonder, 1958. You still hear that one every now and then on 50s on 5, XM's 50s on 5. Probably best known, though, for writing these 2 records, Tobacco Road, covered by the Nashville Teens, the British Invasion Group in '64. Later covered by the Blues Magoos. You got to listen to the Blues Magoos rave up of that record that came out in 66, 67. He also wrote Indian Reservation. It was originally covered by Don Farden, British guy, Don Farden. Forgotten 45. I've got to talk about that record on down the road sometime too. Back in '68, and then became a humongous hit for Paul Revere and the Raiders. Mark Lindsay, the lead singer of Paul Revere, actually, I believe, was or is half Cherokee. Anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. But oh, wait, let's go back a little bit. I love this. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorite songs out of the '50s. John D. Loudermilk. Well, when he was real young, he learned how to play the guitar. When he was a teenager, he wrote a poem. It's called A Rose and a Baby Ruth. Da 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 da. I love the way this song starts. We had a choral. We had a teenage choral song made into a hit by George Hamilton IV in 1956. How about that? But we're in 1962 right now, coming in at number 91, the week of July 28th, 1962. It's Calling Dr. Casey by John D. Loudermilk.